Hey guys, Muffin Game back today, bringing you a video, and today we're going over Weapon Wishlist Part 2 for Modern Warfare 3, coming out here November 10th of 2023. So we did Part 1 of the Weapon Wishlist video the other day. I'll link that down below, and here is Part 2. We're not doing any specific weapon categories, just a pool of different weapons. So let me know down below if I missed anything from Part 1 or Part 2 that you guys want to see. Put your list down below, and hopefully I'll cover it in Part 3 of the Weapon Wishlist video. Now again, we're not going into anything here from Modern Warfare 2 or anything that I did in the leaked videos for the Modern Warfare 3 weapons, because a lot of those we know all the Modern Warfare 2 weapons are carrying over, and for the leaked weapons we know we've seen a lot of those. If you guys check in the Discord or just anywhere on Twitter, you've seen a lot of the images of those that showing they're legit, so I won't be covering those here either. However, get into the list here, go ahead and do those, and I'll link the other videos down below in case you guys missed it. First off is the DSA 58 OSW. This is a more modernized American version of the FAL. So the DSA 58 is Daniel Slavago Arms, I believe it is. SA 58 OSW is Operational Specialist Weapon. This is a very short barrel variant of the DSA 58. Now this is a very more modernized version of the FAL. Shorter barrel, I believe it's 11-inch barrel, if I'm not mistaken. And again, this completely full auto. This would be a battle rifle category weapon. We saw for the most part in Modern Warfare 2019 with some particular blueprints that I covered. However, having it in a battle rifle category is definitely a must because of the full auto capability that we see with this weapon. So being able to go from single fire to full auto, having a more modernized FAL as the DSA 58 would be awesome. So definitely need a DSA 58 OSW. This weapon is a must for Modern Warfare 3 in the battle rifle category. Next up, we'll go, this could potentially be, this will probably be in the assault rifle category, it'd be the Mark 48 Mutant. So the Mark 48 Mutant is, if you guys are not familiar, this is essentially an AR-15 platform, which is firing a 7.62 by 39mm Russian cartridge. So very similar to the Galil Ace that we saw in Modern Warfare 2019. However, the Mark 47 Mutant, I might have said 48 there, but the Mark 47 is essentially, again, an AR-15 firing the 7.62 by 39mm Russian cartridge of the AK-47 or the AK-103. So we'll go ahead. Hopefully this weapon comes into the game here for Modern Warfare 3. I don't like the Galil Ace that was added in Modern Warfare 2019. I think it looked really bad unless they add a Gen 2. I'm not a fan of the version, aesthetically speaking, of the way they added it into Modern Warfare 2019. The Gen 2 version would have an M-Lock handguard, which would look much better, but the Mark 47 Mutant would be a much better alternative to the Galil Ace. So let's hope we get that in Modern Warfare 3. Next up is the Tavor VII. So Tavor VII, we saw the Tavor 21 added in, obviously, the original Modern Warfare 2. We also saw it in Modern Warfare 2019. However, the Tavor VII is the big brother of that weapon, firing 7.62 by 51mm NATO. This is a very nice weapon. I've played with it a lot in Insurgency Sandstorm and some other FPS games. But the Tavor VII, again, a bigger brother of the Tavor 21. Basically the same weapon, just firing that 7.62 by 51mm. Bigger, heavier cartridge. A lot of fun to use this weapon, and I have a lot of fun with it in Sandstorm. I really wanted to see this added to Modern Warfare 2019. However, they went with the 5.56 by 45mm Tavor 21 version. Tavor 7 would be a really nice iteration of this weapon. They could even add an ammo conversion to turn it into the Tavor 21. So I'll have to wait and see, but I really hope we see the Tavor 7 added into Modern Warfare 3. Next up would be the L85A3. This is the latest iteration of the L85 bullpup AR series. We saw the L85A1, I believe it was, added into Modern Warfare 2019. The A3 is the latest version of the L85 series of weapons. This would be an assault rifle category. The A3, just a very more modernized modular AR weapon here, and it really corrects a lot of the issues that were wrong with the A1 and the A2. So this one, the L85A3, beautiful looking weapon. Really want to see this added to the game. I really enjoyed the L85. You could convert it from, it was added as an LMG, but you can convert it to the L85, and it was a lot of fun to use in Modern Warfare 2019. However, it just looked really ugly, and even some of the blueprints that made it look a little bit more modernized, like an L85A2, or some of them kind of resembled an A3, but it just handled like an LMG. It was a really weird weapon in Modern Warfare 2019, so I'd like to see it added as an L85A3 assault rifle category here for Modern Warfare 2023 in Modern Warfare 3. Next up, I think a good, if not its own weapon, maybe a blueprint, but the XM8. The XM8 was an assault rifle that should have replaced the M4 back in the early 2000s. This weapon was kind of ahead of its time, and due to political reasons, it never really took off and was put on the shelf. But the XM8 was a really nice weapon. Like I said, it was meant to replace the M4 originally in the original competitions. Then they ended up just keeping the M4 M16 platform. However, the XM8 definitely has a very iconic look and has a kind of a cult following, and due to mainly political reasons, it was never adopted. But the XM8 is a really nice weapon. It looks really pretty. It has really good features to it. The XM203 grenade launcher, things like that. And a really good weapon that I'd like to see added. You could even make this. We know the Holger or the G36 is in the game. This could be, as I was saying in Modern Warfare 2019, the XM8 should be a blueprint for the G36 because internally they're essentially the same weapon. Just externally they are different, a little bit different size of the parts, things like that. But for the most part, it's the same weapon. Just the XM8 has its own unique look to it. So the XM8 would be a great weapon to see added here. If not its own weapon, at least a blueprint for the G36. Next up, the LSAT. The LSAT would be a really good weapon for an LMG category here. LSAT standing for Lightweight Small Arms Technologies. This weapon was kind of the forefront of the next generation squad weapon system for LMGs. This thing fires the case telescoped ammunition in 5.65 NATO. A really nice weapon, was meant to replace the SAW and things like that in the early 2000s. It was designed through 2003 through 2017, however, was never formally adopted, unfortunately, but it was one of the first successful weapons to fire case telescoped ammunition, the LSAT. So really nice, revolutionary machine gun here, firing around 650 rounds per minute. Great looking weapon, and again, the case telescoped rounds we saw in Modern Warfare 2019 added for the Knights Armament Company LAMG or the Finn LMG. It would be really nice to see the LSAT added to Modern Warfare 3 here in 2023. Next up, for sniper rifle, we have the Denel NTW-20. So we saw this added for Black Ops Cold War as a sniper rifle. However, it really didn't perform quite like a 20mm should. But the Denel NTW-20 is a anti-material rifle firing 20mm rounds. Seeing this properly added to Modern Warfare 3 would be great. And again, anti-material weapons should really take out vehicles relatively quickly. That's what their purpose is, take out engine blocks for vehicles. So to see the Denel NTW-20 back in the forefront of this series, again, it was added to Modern Warfare, Cold War, and then integrated into Warzone originally, but still didn't perform like a 20mm technically should as far as vehicle damage. So to see it added as a proper anti-material rifle for Modern Warfare 3 would be great. So the Denel NTW-20 would be awesome to see. Next up, last but not least for this part 2 of the weapon wish list would be the RPL-20. So the RPL-20 is the first light machine gun, belt-fed Russian machine gun in 5.45 by 39mm. So it's the same round that the AK-12 fires, the AK-74. However, this is a belt-fed LMG. Instead of having the 7.62 by 54R LMGs, or the PKP, PKM, the 5.45 by 39mm RPL-20 is essentially the equivalent of the SAW, but for the Russian variant of that. So the RPL-20, it hasn't been formally adopted or produced or put into service or anything like that. It's more in the concept phase. They have some prototypes, things like that. But the RPL-20 would be great to see. I'm pretty sure this will probably, depending on what's going on with Russia in the next few years, this is something that should be in service. But the RPL-20 would be a great weapon to see added here for Modern Warfare 3 in 2023. We definitely need more LMGs. So we have 2 LMGs on the list. Put a few in the LMG list for part 1 of the weapon wish list. Let me know your thoughts down below of these weapons. I think all these would be great to see added to the game. And again, this is not including all of the Modern Warfare 2 weapons or all of the Modern Warfare 3 weapons that we know are already leaked. So let me know your thoughts down below for the weapon wish list. We have memberships are live on the channel. I will put that list, or excuse me, the link down below here in the description for you guys. Memberships, again, there's 3 different tiers, and we'll be launching probably having the merchandise go up early September is my plan right now. I'm in the process of moving, so don't really have time to do a lot of the nitty-gritty stuff with that. But memberships are live on the channel. Depending on the tier, there's 3 different tiers. You will get a discount on the merchandise. We have memberships go to Man Named Nobody, Aiden Flores, This Justin, FPS Cannon Fodder, Noodly Boy, and CM are our members here on the channel so far. Again, that link is down below. Best way to support the channel if you can't afford memberships, which is completely fine, is to like the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and just watch the ads and share the videos. So watching the ads definitely helps. It's where a lot of the monetization comes from. And obviously just sharing the video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Weapon list. What do you guys want to see in Modern Warfare 3 here? In a little bit over 2 months. We're not that far away from this game. Let me know your thoughts down below. Until next time, Buffing Gaming, out.